Boom. How's this look? This look good? Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, I want to go over the patch notes live on stream. For starters, I'm not gonna, because I've read these before. I've had discussions in my server. I'm gonna just do the perks first. Darkness revealed, buffing the aura. I mean, that's fine. I thought the issue with darkness was that it's just not very good. I mean, you have to search a locker, and then the survivors have to be near a locker. It's like not even that. It's like gotta be pretty close to the locker. So I don't think this is gonna do anything. I'm all ears. Reduce the cooldown. I mean, I don't think this is gonna be too impactful. I mean, like, having a 10-second less cooldown, like, it's still gonna be basically once per chase, right? On an average chase. So I don't think that's gonna be too impactful, but I mean, you know, 10 seconds less, that's cool. 5 patch notes reaction, exactly, Cafe. Trail of Torment, the cooldown being down to 30 seconds, I don't know. This might be like a little too much, I think. Especially with like this and like third seal, just solo queue torturer. I think this might be too much, but we'll see. I mean, it's not a very good perk, so I don't think it really matters that much. Oppression, yeah, I mean, this is long overdue. Oppression having an 80-second cooldown is very absurd considering what it does. I mean, it's still not going to be a very good perk because regression events, but still, whatever. Dragon's Grip, 40 seconds is a very short cooldown. This could actually get some use on certain builds, I would say. Dragon's Grip, I think it's actually a pretty solid perk now. Machine Learning, it doesn't really matter. Increased duration, it still sucks ass. Machine Learning is a dog shit perk. Making it last longer isn't gonna do anything. I don't think it needed a buff, but cool. Interesting. So now it's 15 from 25. Wow. Emphatic Connection, 30% healing bonus? That is a lot. How does the perk work? Isn't it just... It's just flat healing bonus, right? So this is gonna be a flat 30% healing bonus. That is kind of nuts. Actually, that's gonna be really strong, I think. Iron Will, this is one that was talked about a lot on Twitter. I don't care really. I mean, I think it'll be annoying. I saw this really stupid argument that was like, having this be at 100% takes out a core gameplay mechanic. Like, you do realize that this is exactly how it was when the perk came out on launch, right? I think this'll be annoying. I think it'll be fine because it has the you can't use it if you're exhausted. I think that's a pretty harsh penalty. Resurgence, increase healing speed. That to be to 70%. That's kind of nuts, dude. Actually, so you get off the hook and you're 70% healed. That's kind of nuts. Sounds to me like this will be pretty good anti-tunnel, which is good. I think more. I don't think any like. I think anti-tunnel is a good thing. Tunneling is boring and cringe. Unless you have a reason to do it, then it's awesome. So I think this is fine. It just seems like another anti-tunnel, which is cool. Solidarity increases healing conversion rate to 50, 60, 70%. Okay, so if I'm remembering right, how this perk works is that when you're healing someone, it also heals you up to 50%, and now that's going up to 70%. Is that how that perk works? I forget. If that's how that perk works, then I think this is pretty solid now. Like, this with Emphatic Connection will be pretty good, I think, combined. For a fun healing build to use. And, you know, healing builds aren't the best, so who cares? I think this will be cool. They're going for like a healing build tip, which is cool. I don't see a lot of healing build opportunities. Next up, yo!
Okay, let's kill him.
Ramaru, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Best in the Wesk. I'm a Wesker and a Pinhead main, and at this point, probably also a Vecna main. I saw Wesker? Yes. Let's give you a shout out. Right now, we're just going over the patch notes. I've talked about these before. I've had discussions like in my Discord. This is like my first reaction, but I'm going over these. Yeah. So Solidarity, I think pretty solid perk. Will be pretty good now. Babysitter, increased duration and of haste and pulls the blood hiding to 25-30 seconds. That is a huge increase. What are Babysitter's numbers? How much is it? Is it 10%? I think it's 10%, right? 7%. It's 7% haste. Wow, that is a lot, man. 7% haste for 30 seconds. Holy shit. That's gonna be insanely impactful. This seems to me like an anti-tunnel, like another anti-tunnel perk, which cool. Again, I think we should have more anti-tunnel options. I think this is cool. It's gonna be insanely strong. You're gonna have a hope for 30 seconds after getting unhooked. That's gonna be really good, actually. Like, for real. And you can use it aggressively to take chase. Although, I don't know why would you even you can't even use this aggressively. Because like, if you're trying to body block, it's hard to body block with someone when they're running faster than you. Right? So yeah, wow. I think this is really good now. I'm excited to see how people use this. Sorry if I'm slurring my words a little bit. Oh, it's all good, Rim. Okay. Next up, Hook respawning. Hooks that a survivor have been sacrificed on will repair themselves in just 60 seconds. Cool. This should have always been a thing. Hook breaking has been outdated since like 2017. Butte Wesker? Yes, I do have Butte Wesker. This is fine. My solution to this was just like do a check. If there are no amount of hooks within X amount of radius of you, boom, remote hook. I thought that was also, but this is a way to do it too. I'm glad this is happening. Next up, map variants. Oh, I'm not excited about these at all. They are not good at map variants. Yamaoka and Mount Ormond. Why? What's the point of these? Stupid. Okay, next up, we're gonna go over the meat of the update now. The killer changes. So, Knight. Added ability to manually swap between guards. This sounds good on paper. In practice, I'm not convinced this will be a good thing to go against. It might be fun to play. I don't think it'll be a good thing to go against. The reason being is that if you can manually swap between guards, just Carnifex, every pallet. Okay, next up. Patrol paths must be at least 10 meters in length. Good, that's a good change. M2 Knight was boring to play as and boring to play against. Glad that's gone. Next up, added a multiplier to guard hunt time based on path length. Longer paths increase hunt time up to a maximum of 1.5 times the normal duration. So if I have like a maxed out guard path, it's gonna be like longer? Gotcha. Okay. Cool. When the knight is within 8 meters of his guard, the guard's hunt timer depletes 3 times faster. I do not like this change at all. Okay. Full disclosure, I like playing knight. I've always liked playing knight. I think he's a fun killer to play as. My playstyle with knight, I think it's really fun to get guard snipes. Like you predict where they are or you predict where they go, send a guard on them, and then you chase them with the guard. I like getting 2 taps and shit, and that's effectively gone, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think this is a bad change. I think them making patrol paths need to be at least 10 meters. I think that was fine enough. I don't think this needs to be a thing. I think they should add to this. Chasing I mean, that's like But that's like the most fun part of playing Knight, because if you just play him as a stalling killer, he's both really weak and there's like it's just M1 chase, like a little bit of haste. Chasing with guards was why I liked playing Knight. That and I liked harassing people. My favorite thing to do with Knight was just cause a bunch of chaos at the start of the game. I like that a lot. So I think they should axe this. Dev note, dropping a guard at your feet in a loop is often the best choice, but leaves a little counterplay for the survivor. That's true. You've added incentives for longer paths and improved counterplay when someone is being chased by both the Knight and guard. There's no improved counterplay here. You just delete the power. That's not a counterplay. Alright, have a good night, Rem. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Good stream, thank you. Like there's no counterplay. It's the power's just gone. I don't like this change at all. I think they should axe this change. You could axe this change and make this like 15 meters if you really need to. I think this change should go. I don't think that's a good change at all. Change. Reduce the Carnifex's hunt time to 12 seconds. Was 24 seconds. Increase the Jailer's hunt time to 24. Okay, so they just kind of swap these two. That's interesting. I guess it makes sense. You know, Jailer has the longest path, patrol time too. So I guess it makes sense he has longer. Reduce the Carnifex's. Okay, so they just flipped Carnifex and Jailer pretty much. Okay, and then kept Carney's breaking. That's fair enough. Dev note, the Carnifex is probably the best at both breaking things and keeping servers occupied, making them the best choice for multiple scenarios. We swap these hunt times and their associated banner spawn times around, making the Jailer the specialist for patrolling and chasing the longest. Okay, I mean, that's fair enough, but like, you don't change anything. Like, Jailer's still just gonna be the best overall now. I guess Carney will be the best if you just do what I think people are gonna do. Change, decrease the Carnifex breaking time to 1.8 seconds. So they buffed that? Really? Decrease the... Okay, so they made those. Decrease the Assassin's breaking time to 5 seconds. Jailer's time 5 seconds as well. Fair enough. Decrease the Carnifex's detection range. Increase the 10 meters. And okay. So they made Map of the Realm base kit. Pretty much. Okay. I'll fuck with that. Yeah. That's great. And Pillage Mead, although I don't think Pillage Mead, everyone used Call to Arms Map of the Realm. Updated various add-ons, yeah, that shouldn't be weird. Okay. So overall, I think these are good changes. Overall, like this doesn't really mean much. This is really good, I think. I would really have liked them to buff the movement speed of guards, like Carney and Jailer can be like I don't know 105. I think they're 102 right now. I think they should be 105. I think that would be a good thing to change. I don't see how that would like affect balance. So they made the Jailer the chasing specialist. My only concern that I kind of hinted to when I saw this is that I think they've just replaced one bullshit playstyle for another. Here's what I mean. Okay, you can no longer M2 insta-guard at loops, but now you can just slap on Enduring, break every pallet with Carnifex, and there's no counterplay there either. In fact, they actually buffed Carnifex's breaking speed to make it even faster, and you can constantly swap the Carnifex. So what I'm reading is that they just replaced one bullshit playstyle for another. That's what I'm getting from this. Am I wrong for thinking that? Like, are they gonna have some kind of restriction on it? This is exactly because, like, why wouldn't you just break your pallet with Carnifex? I think they have separate cooldowns. That's not how Knight works, though. Knight did not have separate cooldowns at all. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think if it was, they would have worded that. They would have included that. I think it's just going to be like press control to swap guard, and then you can just keep swapping back the Carnifex and break every pallet with Carnifex. That remains to be seen. We'll see what happens, but I think that's what it's going to be. Assuming they change that, and they should axe this change, change this playstyle, that's probably going to emerge, and I think these are great changes. I would have liked to see maybe dried horse meat base kit, maybe their guards move a little faster. Well, I guess dried horse meat is kind of base kit, huh? Okay, never mind. I excuse my stupidity. I would like to see guards maybe a little faster. It's about all I would like to see, though. I think these are actually pretty solid changes the more I think about it. Yeah, I mean, pretty solid. Again, just get rid of this change. This change should not make it to live, in my opinion. Other than that, though, yeah, I think Bite will be in a better spot, assuming they also fix all of his bugs. Just fix his bugs, and I think we'll be fine. Next up, the Singularity. So, as most people in chat know, and I might put this on YouTube too, if that happens. Hi, YouTube. I play a lot of Singularity. I was actually going to get Larry of P100 during the anniversary event, but then Vecna came out, and I love Dungeons & Dragons, and I also, like Vecna, so I'm doing Vecna P100. What's up, Goblin? How you doing? We're going over the patch notes. So I play a lot of Singularity. So when I saw they were changing him, I was very, curious. And I've had discussions about this in my server. So we're just gonna go change by change, and I think I'm way more opinionated on this than I am on Night. So we'll go over. I'm gonna take a drink. Taking control of a biopod will now cause it to aim with the nearest survivor within line of sight. No. I do not trust the behavior with making auto aim. This needs to go immediately, or make it an option. Let me turn it off. Get rid of it. I don't care. I don't want this. I already starting off strong. I do not want this at all. I don't trust behavior at all. Works so well, they promise. I don't know. Get rid of this. Okay. After 0.25 seconds, targeting progress now decays over the next 0.5 seconds. That's fair enough. I mean, I don't. Yeah, that's fair. Just gives more counterplay, punishes singularity mistakes. Sure, fine with that. When controlling a biopod, survivors now only glow if they can be targeted. Also, fine change. I don't have any issue with this. Just add some more clarity, sure. Decreased biopod targeting cooldown after slipstreaming a survivor to 3 seconds was 3.5 seconds. So this is a pretty sizable buff, I would say. There are going to be, I would say, a lot more times now where you're gonna be able to get that double teleport on the biopod, and you're right there. That's always been the threat of Singularity. If you're caught in a bad spot in a cam while slipstream, which happens a lot, that can happen a decent amount in the game. He's right on you. That's always been his big threat, is that he can be right behind you, like the spy from Beat the Spy in Team Fortress 2. So them buffing this, I'm not sure. I think it'll be okay, but this is I would say a pretty solid buff. Improved UI. This is when using biopods and when shooting with the killer. This is a huge nothing broken change. Doesn't tell me anything about it. Dev note: the Singularity can be hard to learn, but deadly when mastered. That's an understatement. So we've made some adjustments to make targeting survivors with biopods easier. I'm not sure how this makes it easier. These changes won't have a significant effect on those who have already mastered the Singularity. I heavily disagree, depending on how this is. If this is ass, this is gonna make the killer unplayable. But, I mean, all of these, whatever. This one, I don't know, we'll see. Add the ability to destroy the currently controlled biopod. I mean, okay. I don't really see this ever cropping up and being extremely useful. Just kind of a whatever change. Sure. Okay. The killer can now hear audio by default when controlling a biopod. I mean, I don't know why this just was an add-on to begin with. Like, this isn't something Singularity needed, but why was it an add-on? Right? Like, Hearing versus not hearing makes like no difference at all, in my opinion, so this is just kind of fine. Some quality of life improvements, biopods now have audio without needing an add-on, and you can now destroy a biopod from a distance as long as it is not disabled. Yeah, this is cool. I don't really see any issues with these. But Killer now receives Killer Instinct when a survivor is slipstreamed. Okay, that's not really gonna change anything for vast majority of games, but cool. More info is more info. That's awesome. The last controlled biopod has its aura revealed in yellow for 10 seconds, was 5 seconds. I shit you not, I've been playing Larry a lot since his release. I had no idea this was a thing. Until I read the patch notes, I did not know this was a thing. So okay. Dev note, switching between biopods and the singularity can be disorienting, so we've made some change to help players get the bearings and find targets. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Sure, that's fine. Okay, now we're getting to the fun stuff. The singularity gains 3% haste while in overclock mode. They made Soma base kit. I could not be happier. This is a great change. So now 3% haste base kit, you're going to be able to have that solid, strong chase power that you got with Soma. Without Soma, you can run other add-ons. This alone is going to make Singularity very strong, in my opinion, because now you can run, you don't need Soma, you can run like Denied Requisition Form and like Live Wires or another like super strong add-on. I mean, this is really good. And this I think needed to happen. Don't get me wrong. Rework removed. Overclock's duration no longer scales with the number of slipstream survivors. I mean, this like kind of hurt you more than it helped in most games. Because the longer you run overclock means the longer it took for you to be able to teleport. So this being gone, I think will help more than it will hurt. So I think that's a good change. Fine. Increased overclock to base duration to 5.7 seconds. Okay, so this is a little misleading. Overclock base duration, it means that this is the time before you slipstream someone. So, whenever a server is slipstreamed, it adds 1 second. So really, one slipstream and overclock is 6.7 seconds. Which is basically Ball Glove base kit. So they basically made they made Soma and Ball Glove base kit, which is fantastic. Good job, behavior. Well done. Both were add-ons that I think needed base kit. Very good job. I think these are great. Those are great changes. Amazing. The duration doesn't scale with slipstream survivors. Oh wait. You're right, Cafe. Okay, in my defense, I was just kind of going along with what I was told. I was just kind of going along with what I was told. But yeah. Yeah, I guess that's correct. Never mind. I lied. Don't worry about that. I just read that, dude. I'm so stupid. Yeah. So 5.7, that's still basically, Ball Glove Soma base kit, I think. I think it's like around the same time. So, great. Great change. That's fine. Stuns caused by perks such as head-on, blast mine during overclock mode, but now cause overheat. Okay, so I was like a little confused on the wording on this. So I got an explanation. What this means is that, for example, when you break a pallet in overclock, you're kind of hindered. You're hindered and you're slowed for like a few seconds. That's what overheat is for Singularity. So that's what this will cause. So if you get head-on, you're gonna get that, or like blast mine, you're gonna get that exact you done it overclock with perks. Yeah, pretty much. Dev note, the Soma family photo add-on was much loved, so we've added part of its effect to the base kit. Simplify overclock. We have removed the scaling duration, bump it down 5.7 seconds. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's fine. It's great. It's fucking fantastic. Great changes. I don't know why, like, I couldn't put two and two together. That's really stupid of me. Added an aim assist effect to shooting a slipstream survivor. No. 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 Absolutely not. I do not want another aim assist anything from this fucking dev team. Aim assist when creating biopods? Yeah. I don't want this at all. Bad. Dev note, when attempting to teleport to a survivor or place a biopod, a slight change could cause your shot to miss or become an invalid spot for a biopod, causing it to do nothing. I've never had this issue. We have improved the aim assist to linger slightly longer on the last valid place or slipstream survivor. Okay. I don't like that at all. Okay. Now this is all EMP nerfs, and I'm gonna say it right away. I don't think EMPs needed nerfed at all. We'll go over number one. Passive EMP printing at supply cases is now limited at 97%. The remaining progress must be done manually by a survivor. I don't really know why they did this. I don't know what purpose this serves. I think EMPs being ready printed were fine. I don't know why they did this at all. I think the way they were completely fine. This should not be changed. EMPs are necessary to countering Singularity. If Singularity did not have EMPs as a counter, he would be like second best killer in the game, like deadass. Next up, supply cases that have reached the passive printing limit. Well, now their auras revealed in yellow. That's whatever. I don't really care about that. Disable biopods. Well, pulse shortly before they are reactivated. That just gives survivors a bit of a warning. You know, I don't care about that. Decrease the aura reading range of supply cases to 28 meters. I don't know why they did this. I don't get the point of this. It's not going to change much at all. Decrease range of EMPs to 8 meters. Horrible change. They should not have done this at all. EMPs did not need this nerf. EMPs did not need nerfed at all. Horrible change. I'll revert this. Alright, hey guys, editing Wesk here. So this was pointed out to me in my Discord by, I think it was originally Dev who brought it to my attention. I'm on the developer update right now for the Singularity. And it says that now that they've increased the range of EMPs to 10 meters, was 8 meters. Which is strange because obviously, zoom in a little. Oh, I can't zoom in. Well, I probably can. I don't know how. I don't know how to use Adobe. Here it says decrease to 8, but now it says increase to 10. So I don't know which one is real. On the wiki here, it does say that the EMPs have always been area of effect 10 meters, and I know that they say that the content was reflected of the new update, but Dev went through Internet Archive or whatever it's called, and it was always 10 meters. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but yeah. So I guess the EMPs are being buffed after all. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah. Okay. Back to the video. Decrease immunity to slipstream after using an EMP to 0.35 seconds. What's 2 seconds? No, this is also a horrible change. So bad. EMPs are now insanely much weaker than they were, and they didn't need to be. EMPs need to be strong because Larry's kit is insanely strong when it goes unchecked. Larry has the best map pressure of like any killer in the game, barring maybe Overdrive Billy on an open map, in my opinion. I mean, there's the constant threat that Larry can literally teleport right behind you at like any instance with right biopod placement. I mean, it's I don't know why they nerfed EMPs at all. They should not have nerfed EMPs at all, in my opinion. Definitely, EMPs are an essential tool to playing against Singularity, but they can be too plentiful at times. No, they cannot be too plentiful at times. What does this even mean? There's a max of like 6 at once. That's not very plentiful at all. Making it hard for the killer to use their power. No, it doesn't. This is what happens when people don't want to spend the time to learn a killer and they just complain. I mean, EMPs were fine. Dealing with EMPs was part of the skill ceiling for Larry, but enough people complained about it, and now they got Giga nerfed when they did not need Giga nerfed. Especially considering that Larry's getting some pretty solid buffs comboed with some pretty solid EMP nerf. Larry's gonna be like top 5 killers in my opinion. maybe even top 3 if they don't change some of his more powerful add-ons. Like, if the Night Requisition form isn't changed at all, I would put Larry top 3 killers right behind Billy. Like, I'm so serious. At least in pubs. I mean, it's insane. Anyway, I think I'll finish this. Survivors will now spend a little more time to acquire EMPs, and they won't be protected from further safe streams after using one. That's such a bad change. They should have immunity after using EMPs because EMPs are a limited resource that take a long time to recharge. If you correctfully EMP yourself and then instantly get slipstreamed again, that's just sucks. I mean, you did the right play, and it doesn't matter. These are bad changes. Very bad changes. Anyway, reduce the time it takes for to switch back to the singularity to 0.5 seconds. This is actually, I would say, an insanely strong buff. It doesn't seem that insane at all, but I think it is very, very solid. This is going to be insane because that 0.5 seconds is going to add up over the course of a match, and this affects literally every time you use your power. Like in a biopod, pop out of the biopod, boom, 0.5 seconds. That's going to make it, you can teleport to people faster, you can set up faster, you can replace biopods faster, you can check cameras faster. Well, I don't know about that one, actually, because you can just switch while you're in it, but you know what I mean. This is going to be, I think, an insane buff. Hilarious. It sounds like quality of life. I think this is going to be a sizable buff to him, and I am a little worried because Larry's base kit is going to be the strongest it's ever been, and EMPs are going to be the weakest they've ever been. I'm very worried about this. But we'll see what happens. And then reduce the time it takes to switch back singularity when near a hooked survivor. Well, yeah, they have 1.5 seconds. Great. The 5-second anti-camp, that made sense when anti-camp wasn't a thing, but now it's a thing. Okay, yeah, exactly. Since the introduction of the anti-face camp system, this penalty has become a little redundant as staying near a hook survivor now carries its own risks. Exactly. Updated various add-ons. We have reviewed the Singularity add-ons, given some new effects, balanced to others. Okay. I'm guessing new effects. They changed Ball Glove. They changed Soma. I'm hoping they changed Denied Requisition form. They probably didn't. I'm hoping they did because this is the strongest Larry's ever been. I mean, I would say current Larry as it stands is better than Oni, and now we're having a buffed Larry. This is gonna be the strongest he's ever been, and we're also getting EMPs at the weakest they've ever been. So, in my opinion, I would axe like every single EMP nerf. I mean, okay, you can keep this one, and you can keep this one. You can keep these two. Axe all of these. I don't know why EMPs are getting nerfed. They do not need to be nerfed at all. They should not be nerfed. Other than that, that's like my biggest issue. Well, I don't want aim assist at all. I don't like behavior aim assist. I want these gone. I would like these to be like an option I can turn on. I don't want these to be forced on me, especially as a fucking PC player. I don't need aim assist keyboard and mouse. I get it for console players, but I'm not on console. I'm on PC. Improved UI. I mean, I don't know how they could make it worse. So cool. Sure. Killer receives killer instinct. Yeah, that's fine. But oh, sorry about that. These are all fine changes, but they just gotta revert every single EMP nerf they made. Like this needs to go. This needs to go. This needs to go. Well, I guess this doesn't really matter, but I still think it needs to go. This can stay. These can stay. I mean, this should probably go. It doesn't really matter though. It doesn't have like a lot of effect, realistic speaking. But yeah, I think these should go. And other than that, pretty solid changes. I mean, we got Soma base kit, and we got it's a Ball Glove base kit. Awesome. Okay, so now, yeah, my thoughts overall, pretty solid update. I'm glad that they're making more anti-tunnel. I think more anti-tunnel is always a good thing. I think Resurgence, Solidarity, I think this can make for a fun healing build. I would like that getting buffed. I don't know why they buffed it, but okay, cool. I mean, yeah, pretty solid update. Just, yeah, change a couple of these changes and pretty solid. Like get rid of this change. This change should not happen. And the EMP change shouldn't happen for Larry. And other than that, pretty good update.